Hello, big breaking news because Nuno Esporito Santo is going to leave Wolves after his final game of the season against Manchester United, which is on Sunday. In 4 seasons at Molineux, Nuno has led Wolves to the Premier League as EFL Championship champions, then recorded back-to-back 7th place finishes in the top flight. So brilliant for him to get them up. 7th and 7th as a newly promoted side. Superb from him.
Disappointing day, but all in all, a special 4 years for him in this football club.
They need to be very, very careful the next season and who they bring in the door to be the manager, who they bring in the door to be the players, because I feel like it's the end of a story and the start of a new one. But they was very poor today.
They've got some good kids in the academy here as well. Gibbs White came on today. I thought he was a breath of fresh air. Yeah. I'd love to see him get more minutes next year. But yeah, I agree with Joe. The recruitment going into next season has got to be something that's looked at and dealt with properly.
Mikero, how you doing, sir? If you're going to talk to me about the Wolves job, I'm not interested. Oh, come on. I can't do it. I've got no chance of winning the Premier League. It's too difficult. I'm just not good enough. Okay, you've had a bad patch. You've had a bad few years ever since you started playing FM, but this time it could be different. I'll have you know, I've ended up with a very rich and rewarding career. Come on, it'd be a really good story, and I know you do a good job. Come on. Look at Nuno, he left there and he did brilliant there. I would just be set up to fail. I mean, even he's not been able to find a job. I still don't really know why he left, to be honest. It's not like Tottenham are going to go for him, is it? I'm really trying for you here. After all the stuff you've done for me, this is the least I can do. I hate saying this because I hate giving you credit for anything, but I appreciate the offer and I appreciate you trying to help, but I genuinely don't think that I can do it. Okay, I'm afraid to love again. It's the hope that kills you. They've got Fabio Silva. So when can I start? Welcome everyone to FM22. It is the beta save. It is Wolves. I hope that you are all very, very excited. I'm going to try and release this video maybe a little bit earlier than I anticipated because the beta has turned up earlier than I anticipated. If you have obviously got Football Manager and you enjoyed the intro, drop a like on the video. Actually not and, either or. Just drop a like on the video. Please, it really helps. I'm trying to hit 2k before the end of the year, so if we can hit that by December, that'd be amazing. Like, share, subscribe, do all those wonderful, wonderful things. And without further ado then, let's get stuck into FM. Please bear in mind, obviously, that this is the beta. It will change. And what we're going to try and do is have a short series with Wolves. I say short series. None of my series are ever short, unless I'm doing terribly at them. But we're going to try and win the league or some form of trophy. That is my aim to try and do with Wolves over the next few weeks or so while the beta is out, and maybe even at the start of the brand new game. Obviously, if you see my reveal, you know what all the plans are for FM22. Streaming will start later on today as well, both on Twitch and hopefully on Football Manager. I'm absolutely buzzing. I cannot wait to get stuck into it all. But without further ado, let's take a look at what we're working with here at Molineux. There's also obviously lots of new things that they've kind of put in. The Data Hub is obviously one that I am looking at, where they're obviously doing analysis of like quality numbers, all this sort of thing. So I'm going to have a little look at these in my spare time. What we'll do is we can always go through it together and have a look at what's going on. But as far as I'm aware, the thing that is most important with every team is to get to know the players. You can tell here, these are the last year's kits. I haven't found the new kit pack yet because I don't know if it's literally just been done or not yet. But obviously once it is and I've got that, then I will obviously upload that. We can change all that around, okay? So bear with me on that one. At least I've got all the badges and face packs. So what can we say about Wolves? Founded in 1877, one of the oldest clubs, rather, in English football. I'm the manager. That is not a good likeness of me. I'll show you that in a second. It's horrific. Connor Cody is captain. Ruben Neves is vice captain. We've got big rivals in terms of West Brom and Birmingham. Maybe a little bit like Villa and Stoke as well, but mainly those two. We might see him a little bit in the save, probably not. I would hazard a guess. So West Brom could come back up. We obviously play at Molineux. Molineux is amazing. It's got a ground of 30,000 or just under 31,000, which is brilliant. We've been in the Premier League for a fair bit here, and as we all know with Wolves, the club vision, there's going to be a heavy focus on Portuguese players because they just really enjoy that. We have to sign Portuguese players, high reputation ones, play entertaining football, so definitely not Nuno style, and develop players using the club's youth system, which is something obviously I tend to do anyway. We're predicted to finish in the top half, which is where we want to be, reach the 5th round of an FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, which is fine, and be recognised as the best of the rest. So long-term ambitions, it's safe to say, are a little low, but I can understand it. In terms of my ambitions, top half is fine. That's where I would like to finish. For me, actually, it's the cups that I want to target because I think we could potentially be a very good cup team. On our day, we've got the players to beat anybody, and I do feel like a cup is not out of reach within these first few seasons or not. So let's see how we get on. Unfortunately, I'm pretty comfortable with Wolves. I know a fair amount about their team. There's a lot of sort of players here that I'm looking at and thinking, yeah, I want to keep, and no, I don't. You can go. So the first thing I would say is that Wolves did underperform a little bit last year, and Santo obviously then went away and has gone over to Tottenham, where he's probably still not going to win anything. With that in mind then, we have got a very decent team here, but there are players that I am thinking I'm not too bothered about losing. The ones I'm really looking at then is, let's talk quickly through the squad and look at what we have got that is really good. Okay, Jose Sarr is going to be our number one goalkeeper, and he's decent, but he is a bit of a downgrade, I think, from Rui Patricia, so that is a position that is going to need to be filled, because the only other player we've got is John Ruddy, and we just don't talk about that. At the back is where we're strongest, in my mind. We've got Max Kilman, we've got Mosquera, who's a good youngster, we've got Willy Bolly, who's brilliant, we've got Leon Dendoncker, again, very good. Romain Saiss is a decent player. One, if I was going to get rid of one, it probably would be him, because I'm not convinced on Saiss. We've got Ryan Aitnora, we've got Marcel, we've got Johnny, we've got Nelson Semedo, another player I'm really looking forward to using because he's brilliant. And he connects really well with Adama Traore, who is probably going to be one of my outstanding players to keep an eye on. He's obviously the quickest player in the game, 20 acceleration, 20 pace. Technicals he's absolutely atrocious at, but we all know that. Hopefully in this game I can help him kick on and be a bit better. Then you got a good midfield of Ruben Neves, who obviously is definitely going to be wanted at some stage in this game. I can't guarantee he's going to stay here the whole time. We've got Yan Moutinho. Morgan Gibbs-White's a player I would like to keep on because I think he could potentially be very, very good. And I'm a big fan. Hwang Hee-Chan's joined. He's very good. Daniel Podence is a player who's quite exciting, but I'm also not against selling him because I believe that we got one of the best young players in the game in the form of Petro Neto, who is absolutely stupendous, and he is one that I want to keep for the entire series if possible. Currently injured at the moment for 5 to 6 months with a damaged kneecap, which is not ideal, but obviously one going forward I really want to look at. Francisco Trincao, again, another player I think we can all agree is very, very good. And up front we got a brilliant mix, Raul Jimenez, who I'm a massive fan of, obviously suffered that horrible injury last year, but hopefully we can kind of get him back to his best in this game. And his protege is obviously an old friend of ours, Fabio Silva, who, as we all know, is basically FM royalty, guarantees you goals in this game. I hope that it's the same thing on FM22, to be honest. So really, it's a case of where do I improve? I think probably, if we were honest, going forward is going to be the area that I think I need to improve more than anything. I'm very happy with where we are at the back, but going forward is probably the area I want to work on, whether that's as maybe a third striker, maybe that's a little bit more in the way of wing options. I'm not 100% sure. I've got £20 million to spend. I have to go off and sort out my staff. Yeah, I know I'm going to have to do all this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little whiz around for FM22, try and get my bearings to make sure that obviously I provide the best quality that I can. And what I'm going to do is have a little bit of a look at the transfer window, see if there's anyone I can bring in, and then I'll reconvene with you on the opening day of season. Plenty to look forward to. I can't wait to see the game engine. I'm just so excited. Oh, you are too. Oh, it's so good to be back. Oh, what is he doing? Breaking news here on Lunchtime Sports that somehow Newcastle United have bought Raul Jimenez for £55 million. Obviously, with the new ownership, Newcastle are looking to spend big and develop a squad that is going to be challenging for European places, but you have to ask the question, what is Mikero Munch thinking? Is there only got... Ridiculous, honestly. He's not going to last 4 months, honestly. Yeah, I know. I know you're worried. I'm worried too. But it was £55 million. He's also not the only sale that I've made as well. I have now sold Daniel Podence to Eintracht Frankfurt for around about £10.5 million with clauses and everything. Obviously, potentially quite a good player. 25 years old, not really good enough for what I want to do when I'm looking at the players I have got, like Pedro Neto, Adama Traore, Hwang Hee-chan. There's a lot of good players in there, but just not quite doing it for me. And another one I did mention at the start of the episode. Was that Roman Saiss would probably go. He has gone to Brighton for £5.5 million, which I think is a pretty decent deal considering the players that I have brought in. 2 so far to be exact, and let's start off with Trevor Chalobah, which I think is a brilliant signing considering the fact that I've actually signed him for £15 million up front, rising up to £19 million. I think it's a really, really good signing. He's 22 years old, he's English. We don't have a lot of English players in the team. Obviously, he's going to get better with age. He's quite tall, he's very athletic. He's obviously made a very good start for Chelsea in the league in real life, and I'm hoping that over the years he will kind of fill in. Saiss was a decent defender. Trevor Chalobah is a decent defender, but 9 years younger and will get better. He's English, so he's got a good resellable value or resale value if that's how we proceed, but I can see him staying here for quite a long time. I'm pleased, very pleased. But not as pleased as I am with the signing of Matheus Nunes, who is going to be my João Moutinho replacement. I signed him for £36 million overall, £20 million up front. 20 million for this. Love it, absolutely love it. And we've still obviously got a fair amount of the weight of the transfer budget still left, thanks to Jimenez leaving for £55 million. I've still got 48 million pounds to spend, and don't worry, I know exactly who I'm going to spend it on, but they probably won't arrive in this episode. That'll have to wait till next time. It might even be in the intro. Spoilers. So if we look at how the preseason went, we've actually finished off the preseason pretty well, but we didn't start it that well. But finished it okay with Celtic and wins against Motherwell. Not too bad at all. We've got a horrible start. We've got Tottenham, Arsenal and Liverpool for our first 3 games, and then Newcastle 4th, who are just apparently buying absolutely everybody. Jimenez returns going to be a pain. Speaking of returns as well, it obviously means that Esporito Santo comes back to Molineux to take on his old team. This is going to be interesting, really interesting. We all know I'm not a big fan of Tottenham. Hopefully I can outdo the old manager. Let's see. I mean, one thing I will say is we've not started off, as always with the FM Beta, injuries are aplenty. I've got no Semedo, no Aït-Nouri, no Fabio Silva, no Johnny, and no Jordao. It is an injury crisis already. So I'm going to have to make a few changes to what the team would normally be, and I'll be back in a second. Terrific. So this is what I am lining up with to start, and I can't lie, it's not exactly how I would want it. So I'm not too bothered about the results in the first few games, so I'm not really too... Actually, I am bothered about the results in the beta, I can't lie, of course I'm bothered by it. What we're going to be doing then is we're going to be working with a kind of control possession tactic to start with. It's not one I've often played, but I want in the beta to see, engage, sort of like what formations work, what setups work, how all that is going to operate this year in FM. So I've gone for something a little bit experimental, but keeping sort of true to the Wolves' values, which obviously is playing kind of like 3 at the back under Santa. I think they've changed to 4, I think it is now, under Jose, under Bruno Lage, but yeah. So we're a little bit weak. There's no getting around it. Hopefully we'll be better once I've got more signings in. Sarr is in goal. Dendoncker is playing as the wide centre-back, which is obviously a new role, and I'm very excited to see it. Bolly and Cody make up the other members of the back 3. Then you've got Marçal on the left. Hoover is on the right. Hopefully we'll be hoovering up the ball. See what I did there? Oh, funny. Then you've got Moutinho and Neves in the middle, who have obviously got a very good relationship. I'm hoping that they're going to be a good fulcrum point, and hopefully Nunes, when he comes on, can sit in there for Moutinho. Traore is on the left, cutting inside. Then you've got Trincao on the right. He's playing as the inside forward. And Hwang Hee-chan is leading the line up front as a pressing forward. I've got no attacking options on the bench apart from Matheus Nunes. That's literally it. I'm that injured. Look at that. That's literally 6 injuries to key players. Ridiculous start. Spurs are lining up them with Hugo Lloris in goal, Dyer Romero, Luis Felipe, that's a decent signing, as their centre-backs. You've got Reguilon, Emerson Royale, or Chicken Royale on the right. Winks is in the middle, so there is hope with Højbjerg. Then you've got Son, Lucas Moura, and Kane. Hopefully Harry Kane is playing the way that he actually has started the season. He's not going to be fantastic. Let us hope. Come on then, Wolves. Let's see what we got in the tank. Make me proud. If we can get off to a decent start and remain unbeaten, I'll be very happy. That's a great ball by Kane over to Emerson Royale. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have named you Chicken Royale after the Burger King burger. I'm sorry. Royale into Lucas Moura. Moura back to Royale. He whips it in. Oh, Hoover clears it. Well done, mate. But I mean, I can't even see the ball. This is going too fast. Slow down. Hold the phone. It's way too quick. Just chill out. Winks into Lucas Moura. I mean, that's a decent save by Jose Sarr. I'm a little bit upset because I've never seen Harry Winks get an assist in my life. So, just as well that didn't go in. Honestly, it's riveting stuff here at Molineux. As the first half comes to a close, we had that one highlight. That's literally it. Oh, this is new. I think our passing has been good so far. Let's keep it up. I'm just we're not creative enough. We're not positive enough. I like that. Trincão's not really had much of an effect on that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on an inverted winger instead, and I might put Traore on the inside forward and let him be the one that maybe bombs on a little bit. Coutinho's not been great, so I'm going to take him off, and Mateus Nunes is going to come on for his debut. I've not moved the ball through the midfield enough. There's not enough legs in there, and I think Coutinho slowing up the ball won't work. Do you know what I mean? I think against teams where we are going to be having a lot of possession, it's going to work, but when we don't, it's going to be a problem. But this could be a counter as Hwang Hee-chan. He's very quick. Hopefully he can get away. He's got absolutely no options with him, but he does really well to find Trincão, who plays it back to Neves, into Mateus Nunes, first time on the ball. Trincão, good ball into Hwang Hee-chan! Oh no, mate. What a miss. I mean, we've done really well to kind of contain Spurs so far, but Son plays a good ball to Moura. He won't miss that one. Oh, he has. He's chipped in. It's gone over the bar. It's opening up a little bit at the start of the second half. I think the introduction of Nunes has made us maybe a little bit more... good header away there by Cody. It's made us maybe a little bit more suspect at the back, but it's also made us maybe a little more threatening going forward. No, that can't be a red. I did not see a two-footed challenge there. If you saw a two-footed challenge there, let me know. I didn't see it. That's some ball. Trincão's going to come off. We are, I hate to say it, guys, but we are now officially playing for a draw. I brought Chalobah on. We're sitting back. We're going to try and hit Hwang Hee-chan on the break. See if we can maybe get him to do it. Maybe catch Spurs on the counter. But I'm sitting in now. This is going to have to be a very defensively orientated performance going forward. I hate saying it. You've been shocking, mate. On comes Max Kilman. Connor Cody was absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Having a really bad game. Not what you expect from your captain. And not what I need. His son scores, but I think it's offside. I mean, it's becoming an entertaining game, but not in the way that I would want it to be. They're checking the goal. I think it's offside. Goal award. Well, this is new. If he's offside, I'm going to be absolutely seething. Yeah, no, he is on. He is on. Human Son scores a brilliant goal. Good header away there by Kilman. I can't believe Connor Cody played at 6.1. I can't believe Adama got sent off just as we were getting a foothold in the game. Reguilon down the left. Plays it back to Eric Dyer. I can't wait to get my signings in. I need to get them as Højbjerg hits it over the bar. I need to get the signings in because we've done absolutely nothing midfield-wise going forward. And I can't have Hoover playing at right back. I need Semedo back. Let's not lie here. I'm very, very understrength because of the injuries. And I'm also very understrength because I've not had enough time to bring in players to help bolster up this squad. Let's not lie and pretend that for a second that this is reflective of me and the way that this game is, this season is going to go. To lose 1-0 with a very understrength team, I'm going to say unlucky, boys. I feel that the Adama red card was a load of nonsense. Well, it is not the start that I wanted. I'm going to appeal it because I don't think it was a foul. I don't see how that was a foul at all. Well, I've already made a bit of a splash with the media because I did not hold back in my press conference, it's safe to say. The referee's a complete wanker. Shouldn't be anywhere near a pitch again. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Not pleased. Not pleased at all. But like I said, those aren't the games that we're really going to be judged on. The games that we're going to be judged on are games like probably Brighton and West Ham, which is where we are going to come back. We will come back for those games against Brighton and West Ham because these are the kind of games I think that I'm going to need to win if we are to start having to have a kind of successful first season. Hopefully we can get a top half finish and hopefully my new signings will come bed in. And yeah, I'm hoping that it will be an improvement on today because second half we looked really good until Adama got sent off and it did change the game and I'm still pretty adamant it wasn't a red card. Goal was a correct decision, red card was not. But your opinions matter, so let me know what they are down in the comment section. Did you think it was a red card? Do you think I'm an idiot for selling Jimenez? Be kind, please, I know I made a mistake. Let's judge me at the end of the season, or in 3 months when the board want to sack me. It's going to be different. It's not FM21 this year, it's FM22. And I, for one, I'm already really enjoying it. Let me know how you're getting on with FM22 if you pre-ordered it and have got early access to the beta. All I can say is thank you so much for watching today's episode of my brand new FM22 series of rules. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, please do drop a like on the video, share, subscribe, and come back for more. There's going to be a hell of a lot of content coming your way. I'm so excited. Take care, everyone. All the best. Stay cool.